Good morning, Cypress Village residents. Welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. This is Ty Morgan, Executive Director. Today is Friday, October 25th. Thank you for tuning in with us today. It's always a pleasure to see you out there. And I hope you're getting a lot from today's episode. That's always our goal. So with that being said, before I conclude with a few bullet points of my own at the end of Coffee Chat, I did just want to do a little plug for the Employee Appreciation Fund. You're going to see a lot of different employees throughout the coming weeks give testimonials on how much they appreciate and what they utilize and how they use the gift funds that you provide them over the holidays. It is so impactful and it's such a warm, great feeling. And just a big thank you to all of you for your contributions. It means the world. So with that, on to Coffee Chat. Enjoy, and I will see you at the end. Bye-bye.
Good morning, Cypress Village. This is Scott Marquardt from the Security Office. Have a word of caution right now. We are experiencing some sort of difficulty with our system. We're trying to get whomever we can to come and repair our home's system. But right now we do not have connection with a lot of houses, and we don't even know how widespread it is. We're just working on getting it fixed as quickly as possible. So if you're on the CCIs, please continue to call in. Most of you already know that. But just note that the biggest thing you need to do if you have an emergency is call 911, because we may not be getting polls for every home. And that's a concern of mine, so obviously we're trying to fix that as quickly as possible. We've got 3 vendors. We're basically calling and we'll take whoever will fix it as soon as possible. So I just wanted to put that out there. And then as far as everything else is concerned, we're visiting houses more often, and we're checking strobe lights to see if there are any troubles on systems. In the meantime, we're doing more patrols and checking houses, but it's an ongoing solve for us. So just wanted to put that out there, and other than that, that's all I got for you. Y'all have a great day.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mundell, Director of Administrative Services. For starters, we had an awesome visit this week. We had 2 of our local councilmen, our current elected officials, on site. And one of the conversations that Ty Morgan and Sarah Ninya had with them was about the post office boxes that are in the towers that have been broken for the past 2 months. Now, we have put in a ticket with the USPS, and they have confirmed that it was received, but we haven't really had much movement on it on our end. But they said, when Ty was speaking with the councilman, they said this is perfect information. They're actually meeting with the Postmaster General this week. So they're going to bring that to their attention when they meet. I just wanted to tell you all that this is one of the benefits for the event that we had, that Connect Us networking event. That kind of spawned this conversation and this visit that we had with the councilman this week. We had 2 of them. And it's things like that that are going to benefit us in the future, to be able to have that kind of phone number in our back pocket that we're able to call them when we really need something to advocate for, either for our community or for our residents at large. So we're hoping to get those fixed now, hopefully sooner rather than later, now that we have a little bit extra attention on it. But then any other future concerns, if there's anything with the fire department or anything like that, those are things that we can bring to their attention, and they're more than happy to hear and receive that information and do something about it for us. So just want to give you a little bit of insight to that, as well as an update on where we're at with those post office boxes. And those are typically only affecting the apartment residents, I think, in the C and D towers. So we're working on it, and I do apologize for the delay it's been and the inconvenience that you've had having to go to concierge for that. Okay, on to the next. So we are very close to our Walk to End Alzheimer's here at the community. Our community walk is on Friday, November 8th at 9 a.m. We'll meet in the main lobby. You do not need to register for the walk. Honestly, if you just show up that day, that is perfect. It can be a last minute decision if you're just walking around and you're like, oh, I'll go ahead and walk with y'all. That's perfectly fine. Please join us. Afterwards, we'll have news and brews like we normally do. And there will be a great big breakfast laid out in Egret Hall in the Loon's Nest We'll have lots of room for y'all if you're bringing family or anyone supporting the Walk to End Alzheimer's event that we're having. So looking forward to that. Our current total, fundraising total for the community is $8,107. That's awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. We have 2 final fundraisers, the pumpkin decorating contest, which is starting today in the main lobby. You will see all of our employee department pumpkins out and about in the main lobby. And then to vote for them this year, you will purchase the raffle tickets. They're going to be purple at the concierge desk for $1 a ticket. So this year, instead of 1 vote per person, it's 1 vote per dollar. So you're welcome to buy 20 tickets if you want to make 20 votes. And from what I can see so far of the competition, it's going to be a good one this year. I have a few that I want to vote for myself. And then that'll run for a week, so that'll go until November 1st. And then on November 1st, we're going to switch out the pumpkins for our silent auction items that have been donated by our various vendors and partners in the community. And then we'll have our annual silent auction that last week leading up. So we're looking forward to wrapping up this fundraising and wrapping up this event. Deb Goen is also going to have her Fun Fit outing be at the UNF campus, which is going to be the day after our community walk. That'll be on Saturday, November 9th. And so we'll have more information as we're leading up to that. But thank you all so much for your support. Looking forward to a great turnout and getting our steps in that day. As a reminder for the community app, I've had a few folks, you've all gotten used to the app, we're really relying on it, but then you accidentally get logged out and you don't know how to get back in. So just as a reminder, your username is not your email. It is your first name, last name, period, 3630CV. So just keep that in mind. That's your username. And if you ever forget that or need to reference it, there is a full instruction sheet in our most recent newsletter that's been printed. If you need another copy of the newsletter, just visit the concierge desk. They have extras printed there. And then if you need one-on-one help, or if you want to get work with some peers, you can either reach out to one of the residents listed on that sheet. They have volunteered to be peer support for the app. And then we also have Matt Hull, who is here the first, third, and fourth Thursday of each month at 1:30 p.m. in the Marsh Media Lounge. So you can work with him as well if you have any questions or need any help with that. And then lastly, for any of you new residents coming in, we have our next Intro to the Village. That'll be on Tuesday, October 29th at 10:30 a.m. in the Marsh Media Lounge. So please come, please bring your resident welcome binder, which we call the guide. And Ashley Miller is going to be leading that session, as well as we'll have a couple folks from Concierge. Myself will be there. I'm sure Ty will pop in to say hi to everyone. A light breakfast will be served there, some just light refreshments. And then this is for any new resident, as well as a resident who might just need a refresher about the community. Please come on down. RSVP to 904-807-6113, or let the concierge desk know, and we'll get that information to the right people. Thank you so much. Have a great day, and I'll see you around the village.
Good morning, villagers. It's Lisa Drew, your Community Life Services Director, coming to you on a Friday in October. First of all, I don't have a lot this week. I'm just going to tell you what's going on next week. But first of all, I do want to thank everybody, all of the Symphony ticket holders who let us know that they would not be using their seats on the bus this week. We were able to get everybody on the wait list on the bus for the coffee series this week. And I anticipate that it's going to work the way it's supposed to work if we work it. And because you all let us know that you weren't going to be using your seats, the wait list people are happy because they're getting to use their tickets to go to the Symphony. So thank you for that. If we just stay on top of that every month, I don't think we're going to have any problem getting everybody to the Coffee Series Symphony. So thank you for that. So next week, we have a treat on Monday. We have the River City Dulcimer Band coming in Monday afternoon. If you've never heard a dulcimer, it's a really interesting instrument. It is a very old instrument. It actually comes from Scotland, but it really in this country flourished in the Appalachian Mountains, so it's sometimes considered a mountain kind of an instrument, but I think you'll really enjoy it. It's something different for us here. So that's on Monday afternoon in Egret Hall. Have to check the calendar to give you the exact correct time, and that is 2:30 in Egret Hall. So come on down for that. I know we have so many music lovers here at the Village. Let's support the River City Dulcimer Band and enjoy their music that they're bringing to us. So then next week, we have our second introduction to the Village. This is our new and successful new resident orientation that Ashley and Laurel are rolling out. Last month's orientation was a big success. There were a lot of new residents there, got to meet each other. I got to see a lot of new residents that I only knew by talking to them on the phone. So if you're new and you haven't yet oriented yourself to our village, come to the new resident orientation. It's called Intro to the Village. That's on Tuesday the 29th at 10 o'clock. It's in our Marsh Media Lounge, which is the theater room in the Veterans Lobby. And then that afternoon, we have our monthly CLS orientation tour. So that is a walking tour of all of the spaces in the community that are used for activities. So those are the spaces that you will see on your calendar. We'll take you around to those so you can know where you're going when you see what you want to do on the calendar. And on the afternoon of Tuesday, the 29th, we're doing an early voting bus. Early voting, as you may know, can be done at any of the early voting facilities. The closest one to us is the Pablo Creek Library, so I'm pretty sure that's where transportation will be taking you. Obviously, on election day, we vote at our designated polling place, which is at the Windsor on San Pablo. So if you're not able to take the early voting bus on Tuesday the 29th, we will have 2 buses on election day to the Windsor, which is your designated polling place, unless you haven't changed your address. But if your registered voter address is here at Cypress Village, your polling place is the Windsor, which is on San Pablo. It's right around the corner. So we'll have 2 buses, one at 11 and one at 2. So that's on Tuesday, November 5th, on Election Day. And then on the 31st, Halloween, our big spooktacular, we will have Egret Hall closed on the 30th. So your trivia game, all of you who play trivia, I'm sure know this, your trivia game will be on the 29th at 4 o'clock in Egret Hall instead of Wednesday the 30th, because we will be closing Egret Hall the 30th and the 31st to prepare for the big party on Thursday evening, which will be from 5 to 7. We still have a few spots left for the fun Halloween spooktacular pizza party. We have an awesome rock and roll band that you'll be able to dance to. It's going to be so fun. We have a lot of really fun residents here who love to dress up. So I hope you're all planning to come, and I look forward to seeing you there, and I look forward to seeing you around the village. Have a great weekend.
All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Coffee Chat. Couple updates from the maintenance department. First off, Tree Amigos is now called Rupert Landscaping. Literally, they were bought about a year ago. Ty and I knew about it. We had a meeting. Nothing's really changed. All their personnel are still in place. They were just bought by a big company out of Maryland. And so actually, they have more resources than they did before. We're looking at the hardscape out at the putting green and croquet court area for next year, and they have people on staff that could actually design it and help us get it done. So that's things like that are going to help us in the future. We have good tree guys that come in off of them. I still have Mike, my arborist, Huffman, so we're going to use him on a normal basis, but in emergencies, like what happened on Goldcrest this past week with the tree splitting, Tree Amigos got somebody there within 4 hours, and the tree was down within 2. So can't ask for better service than that. Green roof, just a quick update. The bids are in. Health Peak and LCS are determining who's going to be the new contractor. We're good with either one. So that's going through now. So we're looking at still like a month before anything gets seen out there on any kind of progress or anything. And that's hurricane season ends October 31st, so we're all happy about that. Last off, Robert, as you guys were told last week, I just want to make sure for people who didn't get to see it, he has resigned. His last day is November 15th. He got a promotion. He's going to be a director at another location. So we wish him the best. And he's going to be here until, like I said, the 15th to help us transition with the new manager. So that's all I got this weekend. Have a great one.
Good morning, veterans of Cypress Village. And when I talk veterans, I'm talking the veterans, their spouses, widow and widowers of veterans. You know, you are all invited to the 2024 Veterans Day dinner on Monday, the 11th of November. Program begins at 4:30 p.m., or like we say in the military, 16:30, with a cocktail reception in the main lobby. And then seating will begin about 5 p.m. for Egret Hall and the Loon's Nest. Dinner will be served, and there will be some guests there. Father Kelly will provide the invitation, and Rear Admiral Hutchting is our guest speaker, and I should say Rear Admiral, Navy, retired. The event is complimentary, and if you make a reservation and you do not show up, there will be a $20 charge. You received this invitation along with the couple other sheets of paper I gave you, and it is to honor all who served, and this Veterans Dinner is for you all. Very simply, you're asked to complete this form, turn it in to CLS, and that will put you on the reservation. Dress code is semi-formal, and I'll describe it what it is for men, which is a jacket required, but no tie. Don't need to wear a tie. If you want to wear one, you may. So we are looking forward to all of you who want to come, complete the form, and we'll see you on Veterans Day at 16:30 hours. Have a great weekend.
Good morning, villagers. Ashley Miller here, your Director of Resident Services. I hope you all have had a wonderful week this week, and I just have a few updates from our Wellness Center. Life Transitions Group will be meeting on Tuesday, October 29th at 2 p.m. in B3. And our next Stay Vibrant lecture with Deb will also be on Tuesday, October 29th at 2:30 in the OMR. Join us for a journey through the 8 dimensions of wellness, followed by a breathwork meditation. The breathwork meditation will start at 3:15, and our journey through the 8 dimensions Stay Vibrant lecture will start at 2:30. I can't wait to see you all there. Guardian Pharmacy will be back in the Wellness Center on Wednesday, October 30th from 9 till 12 p.m. And the medication cycle pickup will be for Tower B. Our next breakfast in BPs will be Friday, November 1st, directly after Coffee Chat. Come see us starting at 10:30 in the Wellness Center. We'll have Patty from IHS providing blood pressures, and our concierge care home team will bring a sponsored delicious breakfast. So come down and see us in the Wellness Center. And we'll be having our last Sip and Stroll tour of the year for the Healthcare Center on Wednesday, November 6th. That'll start at 3 p.m. Our last 2 tours were extremely successful and informative, so come meet the interdisciplinary team as well as the leadership while we take you on a comprehensive tour of our beautiful healthcare center. Spaces are limited, so please call Chrissy if you are interested in reserving a spot. And make sure to mark your calendars for our community walk to end Alzheimer's on Friday, November 8th. We'll meet in the main circle at 9 a.m. to get our walk on, and we'll finish up in Egret Hall with a wonderful breakfast. So I hope to see you all there. And your wellness department is very excited to announce that we are going to start introducing wellness documentaries. That will start in November. Every 3rd Monday of November, starting at 1 o'clock, we will have inspirational, educational, and empowering documentaries able to view in the Marsh Media Lounge. So our first documentary is one that's very close to my heart, Live to 100, The Secrets of the Blue Zones. So that viewing party will be on Monday, November 18th, starting at 1 o'clock. And a daily dose of wellness. I watched another documentary a few weeks ago, and this quote really stuck with me by Dr. Mark Mincola. Healing is you breaking through the walls of limitation. I love that. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you around the village.
All right, I'm back, and I hope everybody is enjoying today's episode. It has been a couple weeks since we have launched a virtual coffee chat, so I hope the information is getting you all caught up. That is obviously our goal here. So with that, I wanted to just kick it off with what today is. Today is actually Breast Cancer Awareness Day. And at Cypress Village, we have a very, very close staff member that's been with Cypress Village almost 30 years over in the healthcare center. She is actually going to undergo a procedure next week, and we are going to roll out the pink carpet for her tomorrow outside of the outside of the healthcare center, and just show her a lot of love and support because she's been so good to us. We want to show her how much we care about her as well. So that is a big day for us today, and you'll see a lot of people dressed in pink, and that's why, if you did not know. The other item I would like to mention, this is more on the fun side, that is the Halloween pumpkin contest. So in our main lobby, you will see all of the departments throughout Cypress Village that partook, I think that's a word, in the event of creating the pumpkins for our residents, our staff, our families, and visitors to vote on. The only difference this year is we are going to charge $1 per vote. All of the funds are going to the Alzheimer's Association, and this is really a big competition internally. If residents weren't aware, the departments really take a lot of pride in this, and the business office has never won, if anybody wants to know. But anyway, take time, take a look at the pumpkins. They put a lot of time, a lot of pride in them. They're really good every year, so we're looking forward to your vote, and hopefully $1 for Alzheimer's Association. Next week, on Tuesday the 29th at 9:30 a.m., we have Sarah Ninya, our Associate Executive Director. She is going to be doing the budget presentation for our residents, really talking about the 2025 rate increase, along with what drivers, cost drivers, are really making up the difference in expenses year over year. She will do a great job. She does it very, very detailed, gets in as much detail, keeps it as high level as you all would like. But if you're interested, please join her in Egret Hall at 9:30 next Tuesday, the 29th. On Wednesday, we actually had some very important visitors, which were a spin-off of the event that we had a few weeks back, the Connect Us event in Egret and Loon's Nest. We had our 3 city councilmen here. We had our district rep, Will Lanham, as well as a couple other districts and the vice president here yesterday. They were here for a couple hours. We toured them. We introduced them to many residents. They got a really good idea of what our business model is. And we also really got to know them on a personal basis. There were no agendas politically involved other than just knowing who we are and them knowing who we are and how we could, potentially help each other in the future. So that was a big move. We are continuing to make inroads politically here within the city and doing very well at it. So just an update for you on that. And last but not least, I think I'm just going to wrap it up with some birthday wishes. And I'm going to start on the 25th. We have one birthday gal out there, and her name is Juanita Moynihan. I can't pronounce that last name very good, but I know Juanita very well. Juanita, happy birthday today. Tomorrow we've got one birthday boy, and his name is Conley Smith. Conley, happy birthday to you. We've got a snow buddy on the 27th, believe it or not, and we've got another birthday boy solo on the 28th, and that's Mr. Tim O'Hearn. Tim, happy birthday to you. This is crazy. And another solo birthday boy on the 29th, and that's my buddy Leo Janis. Leo, happy birthday, buddy, to you. On the 30th, another single, but it's a female, and it is Miss Susan Flatt. Sue, happy birthday to you. And she is always at Coffee Chat, so big happy birthday to Sue Flatten. And not least, another single gentleman, and his name is Mr. Doug McBride. Doug, happy birthday to you. Residents, that is going to cap it off for another Coffee Chat. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a great day and a great weekend. God bless. Bye-bye.